Hey guys, so I just saw the first episode of Te Doy La Vida, and I'm going to tell you all if you should watch or not. So I watched the first episode of the Mexican remake, which is going to premiere soon, and also the first episode of the Chilean version, just so I can get a fair comparison. And I will say that the first episode of the remake is fairly consistent. They're fairly they're pretty hand in hand. They take a different path to get to the same point, but ultimately it's the same thing for both episodes. It is a bit of a tearjerker because there are some sad scenes. It is about a boy getting leukemia, and then they have to find his dad so he can get a transplant to save his life. So there are a few sad scenes. Overall, the first episode is pretty good. This producer has a very mellow style. Other producers have a very they go for the most dramatic take. They like the screaming and the over the top scenes. The producer of this show tends to have a very mellow, laid back style, even when dealing with heavy subject matters. So in this case, I guess it works pretty well, just because it is a sad story. I think over dramatic it might be a little heavy, but it works well. What I saw of the actors so fast, they're doing a good job. The cast is very good. Ava Cedeno, this is her first protagonist role, and she's doing a good job. She wasn't overacting or underacting. I think she got it right. She was just right as the concerned mom. And this is a hard feat because her last role that we saw her in was as a villana in the law show Por Amar Sin Ley, where she was a villana, and so that's kind of what we remember her as. So it was a little hard to get into the role. But when it went through, she was convincing. She did do a good job. I did believe that she was a suffered mother, and she did great. So this is a great role for her. The one thing that did bother me a little was seeing Jose Ron playing the same character he's played before. I saw both the Chilean version and this version, and his character in the Chilean version has a little more spice to him. He has more personality, where Jose Ron's version is just himself playing this character. Normally, it's not that bad when an actor tends to have their style, and that's fine. But when you see somebody back to back to back, the way Jose Ron has been right now, you really start to see that, and it really starts to get tiring, because I have not seen a difference between Alejandro Ringo and now this guy in Te Doy La Vida. It's literally the same character. I'm going to play a slight teaser for you guys. I'm going to play the Chilean version of when the leading couple meets versus the same scene in the Mexican remake, and so you guys can see what I mean. So here we go.
No se preocupe.
¿Cómo le va? Mucho gusto. ¿En qué puedo ayudarla?
Estoy buscando a Fabián Garrido.
Fabián Garrido. Fabián Garrido. Fabián Garrido. Yo soy Fabián Garrido. El mismo que viste y calza, dama, frente a usted. Cuénteme, ¿en qué la puedo ayudar, oiga?
Buenas tardes. ¿Se le ofrece algo?
Sí, estoy buscando a Pedro Garrido.
Sus órdenes. ¿Tiene algún problema su coche?
Mi nombre es Ernesto Rioja. Sí, no se preocupe. Mi esposa Elena. Señor Garrido, tenemos que hablar con usted.
¿De qué quieren hablar?
De Sofía Solís.
¿De Sofía?
Sí.
Bueno, hace mucho que no sé nada de ella. ¿Le pasó algo?
No, se trata del hijo que tuvo con ella.
¿De qué habla? Yo no tuve ningún hijo con Sofía.
Yeah, so you see, he's literally playing the same character as always, where the Chilean version had a very interesting and dynamic guy. The Chilean version guy is really goofy and funny and interesting to watch, whereas Jose Ron is just playing the same character he's been playing. So that's my only critique of this. Other than that, the cast is very, very good. They were all very there's a mix. There's a lot of Ringo vibes going on here because of a lot of the old cats kind of hopped on, but it's doing pretty good. I didn't mind them too much. The little boy's doing an okay job. He didn't stand out, but he wasn't bad either. He had a sad scene with Eva where he was he's gonna die soon. He's giving up hope, and he asked his mom to be okay. So that was a little sad. They did a good job. So overall, I would give this show probably a 7.5 out of 10. It wasn't the show kept me on the edge of my seat like some other shows. I wasn't trying to figure out what was going on, or it wasn't oh my god, what's gonna happen. It was very It's very straightforward, like you know where this is going, but it's very enjoyable to watch as well. And the plot is absolutely beautiful. It's a very sweet story. You can tell it's very, very nice. So I think, and it's full of hope too. So I think it's just something that we need right now. So overall, the story's good. The cast did a good job. Ava Cedeno in her first protagonist role is doing really good. The only critique is just Jose Ron playing the same character. Hopefully he adds spice to this character later and just doesn't give us the same character he always has. But overall, I would recommend you guys to watch this. It does some pretty good, and the reviews from Mexico tell us that it's like this the entire show. So it seems like the show keeps quality throughout the whole show. So that's good to know. So I'll be live tweeting this on Monday with all of you guys. Remember, 8 o'clock Monday, and I'll see you all there. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel so I can keep making videos like this and tell you all what to watch or not to watch. But no, this one's good. I'll see you all on the premiere.